We're going to determine if a given value makes an equation true. So true, another word we could use is equal. So we are looking to see if both sides of the equation are equal to each other. Okay? So make sure you're writing if I'm writing. If x is equal to 2, is the equation true? So this is what it looked like in 6th grade. We have to plug in that x. Every time you see x, you're going to plug in 2. But make sure you don't plug it in like this. Okay? If you just plug in the 2 without any parentheses, it's going to look like 32. You must put parentheses whenever you're plugging in numbers. So now, when two numbers are stuck together like that, that tells me we are going to multiply. So 3 times 2 is 6 equals to 8. Is that true or false? Is 6 equal to 8? No, you should say that it is false. Okay? When we're looking at this multiplication, make sure that when you multiply, you know that it could look like parentheses. It could also, let's say it's 2, that little dot means multiplication. Or it could just be 2 and then your x. All those 3 ways show that you are multiplying, okay? Let's see, let's go to example 2. If x is equal to 4.3, is the equation true? I want you to plug in that number, x is equal to 4.3. So we're going to plug in, every time we see an x, we're going to plug in 4.3. Okay, there's an addition sign. We're going to bring down that 5. And we're going to write 9.3. So we just rewrote the equation. The only thing we did was just plug in that x, which is 4.3. So now we are going to add. When you are adding and subtracting decimals, do you need to line up your decimals? Yes, you should. So 5, that doesn't have a decimal, so I'll add a 0 placeholder, plus 4.3. 0 plus 3 is 3. Decimal, 5 plus 4 is 9. So the question is asking me 9.3 is equal to 9.3. Is that true or false? It is true. Now in math, when we're doing this in 7th grade, example 3, if p is equal to 18, is the equation true? What I want to see in 7th grade, I want you to put box equals box. Your key word right here is the equation true? That is going to be your key word. When you see that word, you already need to be doing box equals box. Okay? They're giving us p. P is equal to 18. So when I see that p, I'm going to write 18. We're just rewriting the equation. Now when I'm talking about boxes, the left side, it's already telling me it's 1. So I do not need to do anything to that. Okay, I'm going to put in my 1 on the left side. Okay, so now I could just look at the right side of the equation. So it's telling me 18 over 3 minus 5. This fraction tells me this is division. 18 divided by 3. How many times can 3 go into 18? 6 times. Then I'm going to bring down my minus 5. 6 minus 5 is 1. So when I'm done, I'm going to throw that in there in my second box. So my equation is telling me 1 is equal to 1. Is that true or false? That is true. Now let's look again at example 4. If m is equal to -2, is the equation true? There goes my keywords, right? So I'm going to draw box equals box. I need to see what they are giving me. They're giving me m is equal to -2. So I'm going to rewrite it. Don't forget your parentheses. They're two stuck together. We know that we're multiplying, so you need parentheses. 2 plus 4 is equal to 14. I do not need to do anything on my right side. It is already done, so I'm going to plug in that 14 into the box. Okay, so now I'm just working with the left side. I'm going to solve. So in order to solve, we have to remember our order of operations. PEMDAS. So please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So the first thing, we're doing parentheses. So I'm going to multiply these two. -2 times 5. Sleepy guy tells me my answer is going to be negative. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 4. Now we're going to do circle, circle, plus. We're going to circle my number and circle everything else. Are these two same signs or are they different? They're different signs. So I'm going to subtract. 10 minus 4 is 6, and I'm going to keep the sign of the bigger number, which is 10. So now I can plug in -6. So is -6 equal to 14? No, it's not. So put false. Okay. Go ahead and turn over on the back. So this one you are going to do by yourself. Okay. You are going to plug in. It's giving you D is equal to -4. Which equation is true? So you're going to do box equals box. It says select all correct answers. So each of these you are going to solve by yourself. You're going to do box equals box. And when you're finished, you're going to raise your hand. Okay? You can show your work on the side right here. All this page right here is giving you a chance to solve. I'm going to go over the first one and then I want you to do the rest. So we have our equation. 7D minus 5 is equal to -23. I need to plug in my number. Make sure I'm doing parentheses. -5 equals 23. I don't need to do anything to that -23. So I'm going to plug it in my box. -23. Now I can solve for the left side. Remember my order of operations. Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is parentheses. So I'm going to multiply these two numbers. I have a positive and negative. I'm going to do sleepy guy up here. I'm going to cross off what I have. So my answer is going to be negative. 7 times 4 is 28. Minus 5. Okay. So now I am going to do circle, circle, plus. Let me do it in a different color. Circle -28, circle of -5. Are they same signs or different? They're the same. So I'm going to keep the sign and add these two numbers together. You should get 28 plus 5 is 33. Okay. So I'm going to write -33 in there. Is -33 equal to -23? No. So that is not my answer. So do the same for the rest of these. Make sure you're writing your box equals box. Make sure you're plugging in that D. Wherever you see D, you're going to plug in -4. Okay. Raise your hand when you're finished.